Do you believe in miracles? There is an architectural miracle in the Harikanyayur temple, which is the only temple for the Mohini avatar of Mahavishnu in Kerala, with her son Sri Ayyappa in the same sanctum, sanctorum. And that temple is actually more ancient than the Hari temple at Guruvayur. Harikanyaka is more ancient than the Hari at Guruvayur. And it is very near to Guruvayur also. I went to this temple dumb and deaf without knowing anything about the architectural miracle that exists in this temple. Well, I was doing a pradakshina on the northern Nalambala of the inner Melvattam. I thought that I heard something like the sound of the anklets, the nupura, the chilanga of the goddess. I thought I am being crazy. It is my fancy, my imagination that makes me think like that. Then the sound became fainter and fainter, as if the goddess was walking on the floor or a wooden floor, ready to do a dance. And later on, when I watched the video, which was taken by Bridget, I heard the same sound when that area came. So when he was walking around that area to take the video, then also the same sound has occurred. Very rhythmic sound, which has got something like a rhythmic dancing type of sound. Then I wanted to know why this sound. Has anybody else heard this? And I searched several books and found that in a book, the census of Kerala temples in Thrissur district, this is mentioned actually. But they have said that when you walk around the northern Nalambalam, we hear a sound which looks like we are walking on a wooden floor, though it is stone. And this is done by Perumthachan, probably to make it appear as the dancing floor of the goddess. So what I heard is actually what Perumthachan has intended us to hear. And I have heard it. That was the luck of it, a miracle of it, without knowing that such an architectural miracle has been created by an ancient man for us to hear. In this modern age, I could hear it. That is the miracle actually. The hearing itself is the miracle. Nobody will listen to that and nobody will hear that. Unless there is perfect silence within and without. The area should be silent and your mind also should be silent to hear that, to pick up that. So that is the importance of this miracle. And how is this done? Perumthachan was very famous for that type of acoustic. He was very an expert in combining acoustics with these architectural things. You know that about that puppet near the Uli and bridge, where the acoustics was made use of. The sound of somebody walks on the the bridge, that sound goes to the instrument there, put within the air pressure will bring that sound, the acoustic waves, to the puppet, and the puppet will raise. No, actually that type of a stone idol is there on the northwest corner of the temple, that is on the extreme western side of this northern passageway, and on the extreme east of the passage, that is on the north east side, there is a well, a very deep well. So the water in this water column in this well and that stone idol on the northwest part are actually connected. Some miraculous growing of the stone has been reported by many people. The stone grows and all. Now actually that stone idol at the northwest and the northeastern well are connected underneath these stones by a passage, air passage, through which the acoustics, the sound is transmitted, so that we feel that the stone is growing and we hear this. So this type of acoustic, architectural acoustic miracle has been created there for us to appreciate the ancient people's intellect, their artistic tastes, etc. And also he has, I think he has selected, usually for the making the floor of the temples, we take Napumsaka neutral stones without any sound. But here he has selected especially the female and male shilas, the Aunt Shila and Pen Shila according to the Vastu. He has selected those two shilas with different notes to create the effect of female walking with the Nupura Lasya style and the percussion notes of a Tandava on the other side. So that the Lasya and Tandava of the Shiva, Lasya and Tandava of the Shiva and Shakti, the Mohini and Shiva, to produce Ayyappa has been recreated by this Shilpi here. So this is a very ancient temple. If there are any renovators, please don't touch the stones in that temple is my request, because let it be preserved for posterity. Not only this temple, there may be so many temples in which such architectural feats had been put there, but nobody notices that. So to notice, to observe, and then to preserve and to pass on to posterity, that is all what we can do about our ancestors. Let us hear the video sounds of this particular part of the temple. Please listen in silence to get the full effect. Thank you.
Malah batu.